Coming up on this edition of Carolina Insider, find out how one dance party can make a big difference. And the city of Columbia will soon see major changes to the Comet bus routes. But first,
we hope to run that thing back.
Celebration is in store for Don Staley and the two-time national champions. Carolina Insider starts now. Hello, and thank you for joining us. I'm Zach Rusk. Our top story today, the celebration for women's basketball continues. Preparations are underway for the festivities in the streets of Columbia today. Here from downtown with all the details in today's Soda City scene is Caitlin Ashbaugh. Caitlin?
That's right, Zach. Tonight, just a few feet away from me, the city is celebrating its Gamecock pride in a way that you won't want to miss. The City of Columbia is hosting a parade to congratulate Our Lady Gamecocks on their national championship win against Connecticut. The festivities hit Main Street at 6 p.m. sharp. Shuttle transport will be provided at the Park Street deck, as well as free parking at both Washington and Taylor Street garages. Several roads will be closed starting at 4 p.m., so plan accordingly to avoid traffic. The parade will start downtown and end right here at the State House, where we'll hear from some guest speakers. Back to you, Zach.
Thanks, Caitlin. Speaking of guests in town, the rush is on for Darius Rucker concert tickets. He's doing the show for free in honor of the women's win. Deadline to request a ticket is April 18th. Students who already asked got this email saying they'd find out about getting a seat on April 19th. We'll have more Darius Rucker news later in the show. April 19th is also a big day for South Carolina lawmakers. That's the day negotiations will resume on the state budget. Right now, the Senate Finance Committee is hard at work finalizing its $14 billion budget plan. There are two main points of contention between the House and the Senate. House lawmakers want to raise starting teacher pay to $40,000 a year, but senators say $38,000 is enough. House lawmakers want to set aside $600 million for tax cuts, but senators want to set aside triple that. If you ride the city bus, a change is coming that could affect how you get around. The Comet Bus Transportation Hub on Sumter Street is relocating. As Ashley Lindstrom explains, while some business owners are happy about the move, many who rely on the bus system are frustrated.
The Comet Central Midlands Transit announced earlier this week that it will be relocating its main transfer hub to decongest traffic around Sumter Street. And David Lewis, a daily Comet commuter since 1999, has many concerns with how such a large number of people will understand these new routes.
The ones who's in charge who don't take the time to ride it, how are you going to know the true feelings of the ones who do?
The Comet's new transfer hub will be located right here on Lucius Road in Richland County. This new location is about 2 miles, or a 50-minute walk from the previous hub.
However, this relocation is welcomed by many local business owners, like the Latronco's restaurateur, Carmela Roach. She's been petitioning with the City Center Partnership for the station's removal for over 10 years.
And we have been waiting for this moment for many, many years.
Roach said the bus station was once welcomed because it brought in traffic from local commuters and soldiers on their way to Fort Jackson. However, now it has brought nothing but a negative impact on her business.
Because there was so much crime. I mean, we even had gunshots on Blanding Street. I mean, it was like, oh my gosh, this is it. This has got to be it. They have got to do something.
The station's change should be finished by the end of the year.
It's about the community coming together as one, especially the ones who ride the bus.
For Carolina Insider, I'm Ashley Listrom.
Back on campus, big successes for a big cause. Dance Marathon brought in more than $930,000 at their main event this past weekend. Students danced through the day for 14 consecutive hours to raise money for the Child Life program at our local Children's Miracle Network Hospital here in Columbia. By the way, local favorite Darius Rucker threw in his support, pledging $10,000. If you're still in the mood to get your groove on tonight, you might want to check out UofSC's annual drag show. This year's show is called Birdcage and features local drag performers, plus an appearance from the celebrity drag queen Faye Ramone. Carolina Productions is putting the show on in the Russell House Ballroom from 8 to 10. It's free to students, faculty, and staff with a valid Carolina card. That's it for this edition of Carolina Insider, a student production here in the Kennedy Greenhouse studio in the School of Journalism and Mass Communications. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you back here next week.